guys, for today's video I'm going to be doing a naturally dyed Easter eggs. So this is super late, but we're using red cabbage and some coffee to get these colors. So just keep watching and I hope you enjoy this video. Just bring a medium saucepan to a boil, and then once that is boiling, you're just going to want to lower your eggs into it, and I put 8 in there. And you want to do this gently so you don't break the eggs. And then you just let them boil on a simmer for about 12 to 15 minutes, it doesn't really matter. And then while that was boiling, I started to cut up the red cabbage because you're going to need 4 cups of this, and you just want it like roughly chopped in a way that this is just like smaller. So it was tedious, it took a while, so I just put it into a 2 cup because it's the biggest I had, so I just did that twice. And it only in all took about 30 minutes, and then while I was doing that I also made some coffee so I could let it cool down, and I did about 3 cups because it says you want strong coffee. So then I poured it into a bowl and just let that cool down, and then my timer went off for the eggs, so you just want to remove that from the heat. And then it said put them in an ice bath. I didn't have any ice, so I just put them in cold water. It doesn't really matter what you do. And then I just finished up cutting up all the cabbage, and there's the last 2 cups, so now I have 4 cups in there. And then what you want to do is you want to add water until it's just completely covering the cabbage. It doesn't really need a whole lot, they just kind of float in there, so just move it around. And then I put that on some high heat because I wanted it to boil, and that doesn't take very long. And while that was boiling, I put butter onto just like a little piece of bag, and then you just want to like lightly coat that on the egg. I put a little bit too much, I will say, and this will give you a really cool marbled effect on your eggs. So then those ones I popped into the coffee, and it says to let them sit by themselves. I didn't have enough time nor enough resources, so I put them all together. And then once my cabbage was boiling, you just want to simmer it, so you just turn it down and then you simmer for a ½ hour. Once that was done, you just removed from heat, and then you want the water, but you want the cabbage strained, so I put a bowl underneath to catch the water, and then I just strained the cabbage. It completely takes the color out of the cabbage. It's actually really cool. And then with that, I put eggs into like 2 different ones, and then I added vinegar and some salt. And I think it's 2 tablespoons of vinegar and 2 teaspoons of salt. And then you just let those sit, and basically how long you keep them sitting is the color that you will get. The longer, the darker. I didn't have enough time. I really wanted some deep colors, but as I do this last minute, as always, this is how they turned out, and honestly, I really like them. They're really light, and the coffee ones ended up being a little bit darker, which I really like, and they have a little bit of marbled effect, but I am really happy with them. So that is the finished video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. Bye!